Okay, so welcome to my first impressions of Demon Copperhead. I kind of talked about this today in class, but overall, I'm gonna say my general opinions. I like the storyline. I like Demon's character so far, even though we haven't really seen like much of it, just because it's like I just feel like I haven't seen much of his character yet. But so far, I like it. I like Maggot. I like him and Maggot. I think they're funny. I do like the storyline. I like how they're already starting to throw in pieces of, their setting, and like how it affects like how they were raised. Like, this is kind of like farther. We're like talking about the hillbilly, like the slang and like how that came about and how like they try to like, put them like act like they're impoverished, but really they just don't care and it doesn't really hurt them. And so like adding in little elements of like the basically the trailer park they live in and just the setting impacting the story and how Demon is raised, because he'll mention like one of the Peggett's daughters, she was really smart and she went to a good school and she left and she's in a different city and they kind of just don't talk to her, or they do talk to her but like not as often, and like how she's like escaped the cycle, she's escaped it. And so they do add that little element in, but then they add in like how Demon's mom is a repeat rehabber and how she really never gets out of rehab and she's so good at going through the programs, staying clean, and then she'll relapse and she's back at it again. So I do like the elements of the setting. My one thing of the book that I just like, I can get past it because like the story is good. I'm in chapter 10 right now and I'm actually starting to like pick it up. Like it's starting to get faster. At the beginning it was I thought it felt a little slow at the beginning, just because we're getting introduced to the characters, their dynamics, what's going around, and now it's starting to act like the story's actually starting to pick up. It's around like chapter 10. This is when he's at the foster home, the creaky man, the scary man. Where was I going? My one critique is, and I talked about this today, I know the story is told through like, it's told through like a flashback. It's Demon reflecting on his childhood, his youth. I just wish that there was more dialogue between characters and not so much him describing what happens through long paragraphs. That's just like my personal thing. It's just I don't find enjoyment just reading long paragraphs about you describing what happens. I really want to read the dialogue and see what actually happens. Like he's at right now, at least he's at the Creek's house, and so it's dialogue about like the Creek's, like what he's doing and like the conversation. He like, yeah, he's kind of mean to me, okay, but like I want to know what he said, you know what I mean? But I can get past it because he does have dialogue throughout it, but it'll be like summary dialogue, but it's okay because I can get past it because the storyline's good. What else? I really like Demon and what's her name? Emmy, the girl, the Humvee's daughter that lives with Aunt June. I really like the little like snippet of like a little like friendship relationship between her and Demon at the shark place. I thought it was really cute how he like, he really wanted to go see the sharks and he was like, it's okay, I'll like give it up for her. At least it shows that he was raised to be a good person, despite the struggles that he's had. And I'm really glad that he's had the Peggetts as an escape from his house, because Stoner I can't stand, which is good because we don't like Stoner, but Stoner, so annoying. Like, why are you clocking a 10-year-old upside the head? And why are you making him clean with Clorox and bleach? My little sister doesn't clean with Clorox and bleach. She barely clean anything. And so it's just that, like, why are you relying on a 10-year-old when you're a grown man to do your own stuff? So also Stoner, it's probably gonna get worse, I'm assuming. But you can see the little snippets of the little, he's verbally abusive. But I think he's to become more physically abusive because he's just, so far, I think he threw Demon on a wall and he hit him. He punched him. But I think that's like the extent to what we've seen so far. But I feel like he's become more abusive to the mom and him. But that's just like my personal opinion. But overall, I like the first. I'm in chapter 10 right now, so the first like 10 so chapters. You know, chapter 9 really picked it up because chapter 9, the longest chapter ever. Well, not really. It was 10 pages, but all the other ones were like 5 and 6. So chapter 9 felt so long, but actually, I think that's where the story started to pick up for me early. So I was like, turn the pages faster because I was like, ooh, yeah, this is getting interesting because that's when he like actually went to the foster home, and we're getting more characters, more dynamics. Little Tommy, they're so mean to him, but I love him. Yeah, they're so mean to him. That creaky old guy, he's so mean to him. But I want to see more of him. Hopefully we don't just like, I don't know how long he's gonna be at the creaky place. I don't know, but I hope Tommy is a stable character because I like him, and he's a sweet kid that just wants to draw, but he feels depressed by his surroundings where he can't be his true self. It's okay if he wants to be a little emo. It's okay. Everyone has their, I didn't have my phase, but everyone has their phases. But they're so mean to him. They're so mean. But it's okay. But that's my first impressions of Demon Copperhead. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye.